What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I need to go lock the door. I will be right back. Alright, let's try this again. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to review the new... I left my watch in the house. For the third time, let's try this again. We have the watch this time, and the door to the house is locked. So, what I want to do today is I want to review the new tune that we have from Jackal Motorsports. This is not my first reaction to it, unfortunately. There were some issues with it starting out. When I first switched over to Jackal, previously I had 034, which I really liked, but I feel like the car, man, I'm out of breath from going back and forth the house. Jesus. Anyway, I really liked 034. I still have a massive amount of their parts on the car. I love them as a company, but I feel like the car had kind of moved past where their tuning was. They don't do any custom tuning, at least not as far as this platform goes. I don't know about others, but for the B8.5 S4s, they don't do any custom tuning. It's all out of the box stuff, and for what you get out of the box is really awesome. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about the Jackal Motorsports tune, which I really need to get their sticker on the back of the car, because I really want to show them off a little bit, because it is awesome. Like I said, unfortunately, this is not my first response to it. There were some issues in the beginning with the tune. The first one was my fault, because when I ordered the tune, I have the 034 larger throttle body and the super insuction bundle intake kit, and I did not realize that they're tuning something to do with the throttle body and the pinning and the harness for the throttle body for the 034 harness, which the 034 throttle body comes specifically with an 034 wiring harness. Apparently doesn't work with pretty much any other form of tune that you have. So when I went to the Jackal Motorsports one, the first time I started the car, I should have recorded it, but I did not. So failure on my part. But the car just stumbled and it ran terribly. So I tried a couple of different configurations of that tune, thinking maybe I just loaded the wrong file or something. Turns out I did not. I didn't have the correct wiring harness for the throttle body. Got that fixed. It still ran not great. So we did some data logging, and we have like a base file, basically, is what we got back on it to get it running good, and it ran pretty good. Gotta say, pretty good. The problem with that tune was that it was not set up for water methanol injection, which we are running a Snow Performance 2.5 stage water methanol injection, and we are not running the boost juice that it typically runs. We are running the speed sauce. The difference being the boost juice is a water methanol mix, where the speed sauce is a 20-80% water methanol mix. Or I'm sorry, a water ethanol mix. Yeah, water ethanol mix. So it still did not run the way that we really wanted it to. But now, boys and girls, we have the revised tune to fit the water ethanol injection, and it's spicy. I'm gonna tell you, it's spicy. It is probably easily the fastest this car has ever been. It definitely has way more low-end torque. I really want to do some more data logging, see if we can push the car any further. And there's some other stuff that we're kind of waiting to come out too. But for now, we're going to review this tune, because that's why we're here. And I've been talking for 6 minutes now. failure. Anyway, here we go. Cold start. It's going to give us every warning on the planet because the DRLs that we have in the headlights, there we go. Left side, daytime running light. It'll give us the right one. Headlight range control device defective. We're listening to Starset. I love Starset. They're an amazing band. If you have no idea who they are, go listen to them. It'll change your life. We just went and got gas last night. The Jackal Motorsports tune, they say to run about 45% ethanol opposed to the 40% that we were running before. We're sitting, like, my gauge is literally freaking out between, hopefully you can see that, 44 and 45%. I don't know if it showed that or not. You know what? There we go. We're sitting at 44. It wants to go to 45. So we'll see. We may stop on the way and boop a little bit more E85 in it just to get it up to that point. Alright, we've settled down a little bit. We just rolled over 120,000 miles. I'm sorry, my car is disgusting right now. It's been cold. I've been very lazy and haven't washed it at all. The airbag light is on because Lee missed the connection when I was putting the front bumper and everything back on from doing all that shenanigans. So we are ready to go. I just kind of want to show you guys, hopefully you can see from the video what this looks like, because I'm recording it on my cell phone. And pull the windows down a little bit anyway. Maybe I won't blast the microphone with wind. If we can get out of the driveway without getting rammed, that would be preferable. Side note, when it gets cold out, my skin, especially my neck, gets really, really itchy. And I did not put lotion on it, so I'm suffering right now. We're going to let the car warm up, obviously, before we go getting on it too hard. Man, there's so many more things I want to do to this car. But water methanol injection pump, building pressure. If you can hear the absolutely beautiful sounds of the AWE exhaust. Supercharger noise in there. I'll roll that up. That's the wind is cold. It is 49 degrees right now at like 12:30 in the afternoon. It's not warm today, and I am increasingly a creature of comfort as I get older. So I just want to show you this real quick. I'm in 6th gear. We're at 2,000 RPMs right now. Just see if you can see on the camera the amount of low end torque this thing has. It's not warmed up yet, so we're really not going to get into it. But just, I'm sure you can hear it. Just listen to this. Man, I don't know what I'm going to go get to eat, but I'm hungry. Just, it's not the appropriate response to that. We're hungry. See, the ethanol just booped down to 43%, so we're definitely going to need to boop a little bit more into it. Normally at this point in the drive, we're coming up to the intersection where a gas station is, and they have a gumball machine that if you get a white one out of it, you get a free slushie. And this is normally where you would hear my kids in the background screaming to stop to try to get gumballs. Can you hear the supercharger on the camera? It sounds like it's louder with this tune, and that could be just a placebo effect. Well, we're 2,500 and 2,700, shifting just under 3,000 RPMs. Man, we're about halfway warmed up now. That's just impressive. I'm barely on the gas. Unless we have a full tank of gas, given we're the only people in the car, usually there would be 4 other people in the car with me, and the whole family's with me. Constantly rubbing my rear tires on the fender liners because there's so much weight in the back from the kids being in the back. I really need to figure out how to roll the fenders, probably. I really want to do some autocrossing, but realistically, I'll probably just tear up the tires and the fender liner right now. You go do some drag racing, do some roll racing, that works just fine. That's not a problem at all. Man, the second you get into some curves, it starts getting some, no, I had a word and I lost it. You know what I mean. So stupid in the absolute best way possible. Now, one thing I have noticed with this tune, this never happened on the 034 file. It did throw some engine codes with the 034 file, but it was different ones. It is throwing these codes that I definitely, when I get some more ethanol fluid, gonna have to data log and see if they can kind of figure out what's going on with that. If I can get to somewhere where I can show you what codes they are, I'll show you over here. But if I remember correctly, it's probably going to throw a P0420 and a P0430. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I have no idea what that is. I've attempted to look it up, and if I remember correctly, it's something to do with the catalytic converters, but this car doesn't have cats, which is probably not a good thing to admit on the internet. But it has resonators, and it has mufflers. So, anyway, here's probably, well, this is second gear. I don't want to push it too much because I know I'm very, very low on the speed sauce fluid, and I I won't name the company that I ordered more from. Boy, my brain just stopped mid-sentence there. I won't name the company that I ordered more from, but I ordered like 8 gallons 3 months ago, 2 months ago, something like that, a long time ago. And it's just, I haven't heard. I've sent multiple emails. I actually have got responses that they're trying to look into it, but I haven't got it yet. It's very, very frustrating, especially now that the tune kind of relies on speed sauce. So, I guess I could always flash one without the speed sauce on it, and it'd be just fine until I order some more from somewhere else, or they decide to ship what I ordered already, which right now is a strong possibility. Man, this file is just, it's spicy. We're kind of in a residential spot right now, so I don't want to just get on it in first gear. But good Lord. No, the ethanol moved down to, well, it's going between 42 and 43% right now, which I knew it would drop a little bit. We just got gas in it last night before we got home, and it always spikes a little bit higher, and then it'll settle lower, and the highest it got was 45, which is optimal from what I understand. So I knew it would settle a little bit lower. We'll definitely have to, that was a nice S-Class. We'll have to stop and put some more E85 in it for sure. Figure out where we're gonna stop and get lunch on the way, because I don't know. He's letting us go. That's nice, even though it was his turn. I'm always afraid when people do that. They're like, oh, he failed to yield right away, and just ram me. And then the insurance is gonna put it as my fault, because technically it was there right away. Oh, good Lord, this Maxima just pulled out in front of me. That would be a good way to end the video. Total the car out. Also, with this file, the red line is the same as with the 034 file. It's 7400. God, I hope you can hear that supercharger whine. It just makes me happy. If I can ever get stopped at a red light, which is a weird thing to hope for, I'll show you these thing about this, if you have one of these, you can boot this into configuration mode, DTC, click it, and it'll tell you what your trouble codes are. Yep, 430 and 420. And then you can clear them out if you want to. Why are we not working? That's cool. That Mustang that pulled up next to us sounded good too. I don't know if you can hear it, but it definitely wasn't factory. There's an Altima without a front bumper behind us, so that's kind of terrifying. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not. Yeah, we are in heavy traffic right now. I can't do anything. Anyway, there's too much traffic around to really get into it. It's lunchtime on a Friday. I really just kind of wanted to review the tune. I would highly suggest, if you haven't heard of Jackal Motorsports and you have anything European, they do a bunch of cool stuff. They make a bunch of cool stuff. They work with a bunch of cool companies. Especially if you have a B8.5 and S4 like this one, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out for them. So I would very highly suggest checking out Jackal if you are looking for a tune, or really pretty much anything else. So if you watched this far into the video, I really appreciate it. We'll try to get into some more technical stuff more along the way. And I know I've said this a lot, but try to be a little bit more consistent with uploading. Man, that Altima is menacing behind us. Anyway, hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving, and thanks for watching.